Everyone, I am Yasraj Soda, and on the paper of African literature, I am making my presentation on the topic motherhood as a societal construct, historical and literary perspectives. This is my academic details. My research question for this presentation is how have historical narratives and literary representations contributed to the construction of the motherhood as a societal tool for nationalism and patriarchy, and what are the implications of this representation on the women's autonomy and identity. Hypothesis of this presentation is motherhood as a societal construct has been historically and literally idealized to reinforce nationalist and patriarchal ideologies, limiting women's autonomy and shaping their roles based on the cultural expectation rather than the individual agency. First, let's discuss what is motherhood. The state or time of being mother. In this presentation, we are going to discuss motherhood in the three domains. First is motherhood as a nationalistic symbol, motherhood as a reinforcing tool for patriarchal norms, a literary reflection on motherhood. Here you can find the picture of a mother doing all the types of work with caring of her baby. Now first, motherhood as a nationalistic symbol. What type of historical references we find for the same? Personification of the nation as a mother. Why it is needed and when it is started. The portrayal of the mother nation as a maternal figure, Bharat Mata, has been potent symbol of the Indian nationalism. The personification serves to evoke the sense of familial loyalty and devotion among the citizens, positioning the nation as a mother deserving the relevance, reverence and sacrifice. When it is started, historical emergence of the Bharat Mata, it is in the 19th century when the Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, in the novel, he featured the hymn of Vande Mataram, which is like the beginning point of the Vande Mataram slogan. Artistic depiction of the reinforcing nationalism, we also find artists like Abanindranath Tagore contributed to the nationalistic movement by creating the visual representation of Bharat Mata. In the 1905, he has created this portrait of the Bharat Mata, and then the beginning of the personification of nation as a mother has started. Now, what type of problems we find the nationalistic tool as a motherhood? First, we find this painting that the woman is only portrayed in a sari. So, like whenever we are telling that the nation is a woman, that one should have to be portrayed as the woman should be portrayed in this attire only. She cannot wear any other attire than that. The critique of this slogan Vande Mataram in the home and the world, we also find like how the Vande Mataram slogan is used to exploit the poor people, and how the revolt against this Vande Mataram slogan is also happened in Bengal. Next, we find the motherhood as a patriarchal construct. Societies idealize motherhood to enforce traditional gender roles, limiting women's authority. For example, cultural narratives in India. Motherhood is depicted as a woman's ultimate role, sidelining other aspirations. The socio-cultural construct of motherhood in India is deeply rooted in traditional narrative. Khanna argues that in this picture you find that the mother is carrying her baby. So it is the picture of February 2025, in which this picture being very viral on the social media platform. Now, what is the problem with this picture? Now we can find that it is depicted, and the RPF has also published this post on the social media platforms also. So they are like motivating this type of women. But the problem in that the mother is in this, she is suffering. Although the baby with her is also suffering. Now we are depicting motherhood as the ultimate goal, as a powerful woman. But we are not providing the basic facilities to the motherhood. So that can be criticized here. Patriarchal believes women's worth is tied with the motherhood, restricting empowerment. Patriarchy is societal and ideological concept that subjugates the woman. Now we can find that the working woman has to do both the job. Like if she is doing the job at different places, so she has to continue that also. With that, she has to perform the other duties related with the household work. So that the both things they have to follow. Like we can see that the mother can do the both of things. Now we are imposing these ideas on the woman that you should do all the types of things, but we do not keep the individuality. Like we are not thinking that the woman is also the human being and she can also perform some type of work only. Both the types of work managing it would be very problematic or we can say imposed on that women also. On the impact of these type of pictures and the mindset it is like women face the societal pressure to conform the soul self-sacrificing material roles and limits the career growth and personal autonomy, reinforcing patriarchal control. Next, we find how the motherhood is portrayed in the literature. First is the example of Joys of Motherhood by Buchi Emecheta. We find the New Yorker sacrifices for her children highlight the societal expectation and personal goals. How she sacrificed her whole life, like taking care of her children only. Second example, we find the Beloved by the Toni Morrison. There we also find the C's character. She also sacrificed her whole life to taking care of her children. What type of impact literature make on the societal construct? Literature exposes the exploitation of the motherhood and challenges the societal norms. These narratives prompt readers to question and assess the traditional views on motherhood. In the conclusion, we can see that motherhood has been used as a powerful societal tool in nationalism, patriarchy, and societal control, shaping women's role and limiting their autonomy. Literature critiques this construct by exposing the sacrifices and struggle tied to motherhood. The idealization of mothers reinforce patriarchal expectation often at the cost of women's individual aspirations. By recognizing these patterns, we can challenge traditional narratives and redefine motherhood beyond societal constraints, fostering greater gender equality and personal freedom. These are my references, and thank you.